What's going on YouTube? So, I have a question for the viewers. Um, the original engine that I was going to build for the truck, I was going to build a 351. I was going to do Edelbrock heads, intake, Holley carb, um, probably a comp cam, probably a little over half an inch of lift at um, wow, I had the cam stuck to my head, but a little over half inch lift. So streetable cam, pretty mild. Um, and that was what I was gonna run. I was gonna run a stock bottom end, aftermarket heads, intake, carb, cam, pretty much bolt on, and it'll take me right about 400 horse. Same torque. And I was gonna run some headers, and I still plan on running a Tico 500. My question is, I have the 4.6 in the truck. I'm getting rid of the wiring regardless. If I decide to keep EFI, I'm going to run Holley Terminator. It's going to get a 5-speed, so I don't have to worry about MSD trans controller. But I would probably want to run carburetor. I can get a Victor Jr. intake for the vehicle. It'll run the carburetor, so I lose the injector rails. I still have to run the coil packs, wiring for the alternator. I can't think of anything else. So if I'm correct, wiring for starter. I think that's it. I might be wrong. Please comment. I'm encouraging this comment sesh because I really need to figure this out. I have 3 or 4 years before I do this. I'm going to be out of college before I rebuild it, but I'm requesting assistance to figure this out. So 351, I'll make 400 crank-ish, or 4.6. And if I do the 4.6, carburetor, MSD controller for the ignition, I think that's it. I'll be using all the original truck harness, so I'll still have the starter relay, and then it's going to get a different rear end. I'm going to get a narrowed 8.8 so I can fit those weld 15x8s underneath the rear, put a beefier tire, then I'll probably run a 373 Detroit locker, maybe True Track. I don't know. That's up in the air. The differential is the last thing I'm worried about. I know I'm going to get the narrowed 8.8 out of the earlier Vic, maybe a little bit narrower. Probably order it through Curry, if it's not narrow enough. And then, but my question is, if I run, well, first off, 351 Windsor or 4.62 valve. Second off, I want headers. I will have to build headers if I run the 4.6. The 351, I think I'll be fine if I buy some Hedman headers. Actually, Hooker might sell them for a little cheaper. And then, lastly, power. I want about 400 crank, maybe 450 crank. I want that. That is a goal. It is 400 crank is, in my opinion, perfect for the street application. I don't plan on racing it. I might track it, but overall, 400 crank is where I want it. If I were to do 400 crank, I don't want to touch the bottom end. What do I need to do? I know I can do boost and get right to 400. I know I can do cams. I already have PI heads. It's a 2011. I already have PI intake. But if I go carbureted, PI intake's gone. So anyone with experience with going carburetor versus EFI on the 4.6, also with the wiring going carburetor, please let me know. And then I think that's it. Wiring for fans. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's, do I go 351 Windsor? Do I go 4.62 valve? Ultimately, I'm going to be the one making the decision. However, you guys really help. You guys show me the positives and negatives of each one. I know the 4.6 is smoother. 351's a bigger displacement engine. It's going to make 400 a hell of a lot easier than the 4.6, which is a 281 cubic inch. But it's possible. And then I can do cams on the 4.6. If I run boost, I probably won't go carbureted. But yeah, chime in. Let me know what you guys know and what you guys think would be the best option for what I'm trying to achieve. Will be a 5-speed. Yeah, truck weighs 3,800 pounds, if that helps. But yeah, please chime in, let me know what you know, and help me figure this out. Please comment. I want to know what you know. And then like and subscribe. I will be trying to do as many videos as I can, being in quarantine, but there's only so much I can do. So that's it for now. Deuces.